Ryan Blaney looked to be cruising to victory, took the white flag, slowed down out of nowhere, ended up running out of gas, gave the win to Austin Cindric. Second career win since Daytona. He is now the 9th different winner in this Cup Series. Huge shakeup to the playoff standings. Joe, do we think this is the biggest one of the year?
It is the biggest one of the year, I say. I know a lot of people will say Suarez because Suarez was winless last year, but Suarez did get into playoffs at one point 2 years ago. He has the equipment. I think he has the potential to do that. Austin Cindric, we know he has the equipment, but it just seemed time after time people were starting to doubt his ability to race the car, get up towards the winning contention, because we've seen his teammates do it, but he hasn't done that. Really, it was just a Daytona 500, so a lot of folks thought he'll be competitive in the super speedways, Atlanta. This one, he was good and fast all day. Started up towards the front, ran a good, smart race. Honestly, he did look a bit faster than Blaney, but I don't think he would have caught Blaney unless we had still like 20 laps to go. But you just sometimes got to put yourself in the right place, and that's what he did today. Put himself in second place, and coming off that corner, I thought, Blaney let Suarez by. That's really odd. This is towards the end of the race. Why are you doing that? And then he just come to a crawl as he's crossing, taking the white flag, and Austin Cindric gets around. Huge morale boost, I think, for him. The confidence boost, the team, and now weird to say that Cindric brings Penske their first win in the NASCAR Cup Series, but hey, we still got quite a ways to go. I'm pretty confident Logano, who won the All-Star race, non-points, to get it done. And Blaney, so close at Atlanta, but lost that to Suarez. It'll be really interesting to see what Cindric can do with this win going forward.
Yeah, 100%. And a lot of guys that we were expecting to maybe be closer to playoff contention, or at least, kind of locked in at this point, really not there. To follow up on that, we got 11 races remaining, 7 playoff spots not secured by a win. Doesn't appear that we'll have any more winners than playoff spots again this year. So, Joe, what drivers do we feel like needs the step up in performance to really kind of lock in through winning a race? Pace is not enough.
I would say Michael McDowell is the first one. He got the pole. It looks like he has the pace. He just got to put together the great race to put himself in victory lane. Today's race just seemed to fall apart, and I feel that's sort of the weakness of Front Row Motorsport. Michael McDowell, great on the road course. He won at Indianapolis road course last year. Oval races, that seems to be a much harder. You got Sonoma, but I think Sonoma is not exactly his greatest point. He's one of those drivers. Bubba Wallace, he needs to step it up and get a win.
100%.
I mean, he was up towards the front. Strategy didn't exactly work out. Those are two drivers I see. And then really, when it comes to Stewart-Haas racing, they're just in a must-win situation. Josh Berry was looking good until he hit the wall. Noah Gregson's hit or miss. He needs to have one of those weekends where he is a good, fast car, finish up ahead, and get that win, because it's going to fill up quickly. I'm anticipating at this pace, I'm going to say 11 to 12 different winners by the time we start the playoffs. So you're at the 12, that means 4 will get in by points. It could get really tight, especially there are drivers that are still potential playoff contenders that have yet to win. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out.
100%. And I think Bubba is really my standout driver there. When you especially look at how those opening rounds going after Atlanta and Bristol seemed to be really, really strong for him. Only got to have, I think, 3 or 4 top 10s in a row there, but just kind of fell off getting into the double digits this year. And that 23-11 crew as a whole really needs to get it together. We talked about his team's poor performance on pit lane.